soul in flight. Songs of love and love of life guide us to our heart.
Hello my lovelies, welcome to my channel. Here we are doing another spell for you guys. This is actually called what it's known for thieves, and I'm going to show you how to make this. This is ideal. You can use this for many different uses, but this is definitely one of the most, if not the most important concoction that any witch should always have in their home. This is not only to protect those in your home, but it also protects you from illness. It pushes away evil. It protects, like I said, everyone in the home. This is very powerful stuff, you guys. And this is, again, you can use it for spell work. If you guys are interested in those type of videos, then comment below and I'll make sure to do a spell where you can incorporate the Four Thieves Vinegar or the Four Thieves concoction. And again, like I said, this has been used throughout centuries. It has many uses, but again, like I said, ideally this is to protect you and everyone in your home. It keeps away evil, like I said. I am actually doing this for a personal friend of mine's, and also I will be doing this for myself as well, as I do need to stock up on some of this. So I do have a friend that is currently having a lot of paranormal activity in their home, which could be for many different reasons. I know that she does dabble into spell work, so it could be one of those, you know, times where unwanted spirits tend to stick around. So again, this is definitely going to assist her in protecting her home, keeping evil away, also removing any bad juju in her home, and cleansing and abstracting all that negative residue to be able to transform it, or to be able to what's the word I'm looking for, to be able to basically remove the residue negative energy that may still be swirling around. So again, you can use this for many different reasons. Again, like I said, you can use it for spell work, chaotic spell work. But ideally, this is one of, like I said, if not the most important things to have in your home, as it not only protects the person that is doing it, but it also protects everyone in the home. Now, I'm not sure if you guys are aware of this type of jars, but for us in Mexican descent, we, you know, a lot of home or stay-at-home mothers have this right by the window or right by the sink. You know, I've seen this throughout my life, and of course, you know, when you're younger and you're innocent, you're unsure what the uses are for this. But I'm sure when you see all the ingredients, you'll probably recognize, or you'll probably know one or more than one person that actually has this in their home. Okay, so preferably use a jar that has a lid. As you guys can see, I actually use it for different uses, so I will be using it in this, but preferably a jar where you can cover it and let it sit for at least about a month, preferably up to 3 months, to get it strong and working, and then you can actually put it out for people to see. Now, I tend to use, you know, glitter and glue and stuff to make the jar a little bit more visibly attractive, to kind of let people, or allow people to assume that it's just for decoration purposes. Of course, the least they know, the better, right? But of course, we all know what it really has. So anyways, you're gonna need a jar. I have 2 jars here because I will be doing 2 of these. You will be needing a lemon. I prefer to use a yellow lemon. You can use lime as well, but I prefer to use a yellow lemon, as the properties it holds are very strong, and I will only be using the peel. You are also going to be needing garlic, a garlic head, depending on how many people are actually in the home. If you have, let's say, more than 5 people, then I would use 2 heads of garlic. You will also be needing ginger. Now for the ingredients, you're going to be needing black whole pepper. You will be needing cloves. You will be needing chili peppers or chili, crushed chili. I'm not sure if you guys can see. And the most important ingredient, you will be using, you can use any type of vinegar that is not the clear one. Now you can also use the clear one depending on what it is that you're using it for. But if it's to protect and to keep it in your home, preferably the darker the better. I personally like to use the apple cider one as it has a lot of very, very good properties, and also with the ingredient mixture, it is just very explosive. Throughout the years, I've used many different ones, and I find that this one, it is, again, very, very strong. If you're only going to use it for your home, obviously as time progresses or as the months progress, it becomes stronger and stronger. So again, you know, preferably use the apple cider. Now, the other fresh ingredient, very important ingredient, is going to be rosemary. Rosemary, it has many abundant, just a lot of properties for abundance, to remove negative energy. Excuse me. The list just goes on forever. And again, you will be needing at least 1 or 2 stems of this just to incorporate it at the very end. Okay. Now, you guys already know when it comes to using all the ingredients, specifically the containers, when it comes to spell work, I highly encourage all of you guys to consecrate them, make sure to bless them. You guys already know how I do this. Give me 1 second. Of course, these are already prepared, but for showing purposes, I will show you guys really quick. Preferably keep it in your altar or keep it away from people to see. Keep it away from people's eyes for about a good month. Preferably, you guys know I work in 3s, so I love to leave these sitting by my altar at least 3 months, depending on the emergency. For my friend, I will be letting it sit and steep for a month so she can be able to use that. We recently did her a cleansing at home, so she is good and taken care of. This is just for precaution, and again, I will let it sit for a month, and then I will give it to her so she can have that in her kitchen. And mine will be sitting for a good 3 months in my altar before I actually put it out in my kitchen. Okay, so we're going to use sage here to cleanse. I call upon all my wise and loving spirit guides, spirits of light and love, and my ancestors. Please step forward and be present in this cleansing and in this charging of all the ingredients that will go into these jars. May they serve me as tools for the spell work that is about to commence. I remove the negative or excess energy that may be still residue in these jars, and I charge it with positive and light. All right, so let's get right into the preparation. So again, like I said, you will be using a lemon. You were only going to be using the peel. So preferably, if you can, so you're just going to be dropping some peel in there. Now, as you guys know, lemon has a lot of amazing properties, not only health-wise, but it is also very, very amazing to use, believe it or not, for spells that have to do with love, for protection, and for banishments as well. It's kind of like one of the most used ingredients when it comes to spell work. Okay, you don't need very much of it, but like I said, I am using, or I am going to be using, doing 2 jars. So I will fast forward this part just so you guys don't stay there bored. Once that is done, we will be using the garlic heads. Again, like I said, keep in mind, if it is just 1 or 2 people in your home, all you really would need would be half a head of garlic, like this, half of this. If it is a home that has, you know, more than 5 people living there, or that mostly come in and out, then you would use a big garlic head or 2, okay? Now, what I like to do is, when you're going to put the garlic head complete, you're not going to peel it. You're going to put it completely in there. Some of the excess skin, or some of the excess, what is this called? You're going to be using this. And ideally, if you can get a marker or a pen, you're going to write down the names of the people that live in the home. Okay? Preferably to use black ink. And again, it does not have to be perfect, just the intention, okay? And the reason we do this, again, it is just for protection purposes. And this is for 1 whole garlic head. And because we do tend to do a lot of spell work, obviously, I will be using 2 for myself and 1 for my friend. Okay, so again, like I said, you don't have to peel it. You can just write it on here, the names of the people that are in your home or the people that you're trying to protect. So what the garlic represents is, obviously, if it's the full head, it's a representation of the household or the structure. When you put when you incorporate names, you are protecting these people. They are being protected. All the negative energy or negative bad juju that is being sent to them or that is being wished upon them, the garlic will consume. The garlic will hold, and it will transform it. And I will be putting it in here. Okay, once we have that, we will then proceed with the ginger. Now, you don't need very much of the ginger. You can actually just use a couple of slices. It is not, you don't need very much of it, okay? Again, if you are the type of person that, you know, does a lot of spell work, you got to make sure that you're protected, baby. So you're going to put more than 1 slice in there, okay? Now, this is not, this is really no joke. This is very, very strong, powerful type of concoction. Again, it is known, it has been known as for thieves. The reason for this is because very, very much back in the days, people would use this when there was a lot of sickness, when there was a lot of poverty, and when there was a lot of diseases out there. People would tend to do this for protection, again, to scare bad spirits away. And it's just one of the most important things to have in your household for protection. Especially those of you guys that do dabble in spell work. It is very important for us to maintain ourselves very protected, not only from, you know, envious people or whatnot, but also to protect ourselves from negative or unwanted spirits. Okay? You don't want to be waking up at 3 or 4 in the morning with unwanted guests. Now, believe you me, no matter how much you're used to paranormal activity, sometimes they could be very what's the word? Confrontational, and they will make your life just not very pleasant at all. So again, it's always very important to maintain and keep ourselves protected, okay? Not only mentally, physically, but spiritually as well. All right, so the next step is going to be, you're going to be putting in the chili flakes. You don't need to put very much. Second, we're going to go in with the cloves. Cloves, also another amazing ingredient when it comes to protection, when it comes to even exorcism. Cloves have very strong properties. You don't need very much of it. Okay. We are still doing the March giveaways, you guys, so definitely go to the 7-leaf prosperity video and comment below to be automatically entered into the giveaway. We will be announcing the winners at the end of March, so you guys have all month to comment below that video so that you can have an opportunity to win. Okay, so we're gonna put in the whole black peppers. Like I was saying, so you guys can be entered into the giveaways. We're giving a lot of goodies, a lot of beautiful amulets of protection for abundance, for love, for health. And we will also be giving away charged bracelets, depending on which one's the one you win. Okay, so we got everything now. As you guys can see here, this is how it's going to look. Okay. Now we're going to be inserting the rosemary. Like I said, you will be needing 1 or 2 stems, depending on how big or thick it is. As you guys can see, it's very lush. So I am going to be using half. And of course, we need a little more for the one in my home, because you know this witch does not mess around. We do not mess around. Okay, so once that is done, finally, we will be pouring in the vinegar again. You can use any type of vinegar. If you prefer the clear one, you can also use the clear one. It does not matter. Again, through trial and error throughout my years, I have learned that the apple cider vinegar works best for me. But again, we witches work with what we have, okay? All right, so once that is done, you're going to be pouring in the vinegar. All right. Make sure not to fill it all the way to the top. That you can actually, the plant doesn't matter because it will go down, but the vinegars, just so you can be able to close it off correctly. All right. So once we have this, what we're going to do is we are going to basically bless it. You can bless it however you want. You can chant over it however you want. You guys already know that, of course, I have, a mixture of my Catholic religion. So I will be using what is a blessing to me, which is a cross. But again, you can bless it however you would think you're blessing it before you close it off, okay? So with that being said, give me 1 second. So the best way of doing it is just putting your hands over the jar and saying out loud, I consecrate now the jar and all the ingredients. May it assist me as a tool of protection so that I may be protected. So that, and then you can say the people that live in your home, be protected, mind, body, and spirit. I call upon all my spirit and wise, loving guides to step forward and bless this, and bless these 4 thieves, to assist in protecting the home, all of the material aspects in this earthly plane, mind, body, and spirit. In perfect trust and in perfect love, blessed be. Now, once this is done, you will then, before closing it off, you're going to be needing to, give me 1 second, a nail, okay? You're going to be like, what? A nail? Now, this is if you prefer. Now, if you're the type of person that does a lot of spell work like I do, okay, you're going to be inserting a nail. Now, of course, you guys already know I'm doing this for a personal friend, and I'm doing this for my home. So I will not be inserting the nail on hers, only because she has to put the nail for herself, because this is for her. Now, again, if you're doing this for someone else, leave the nail part at the end, okay? Once you give them this and you tell them, you have to put it away, let it sit, let it steep for a month or 3 months. Before you give it to them, make sure to let them know that they are going to be needing a nail, okay? So they're going to be needing a nail, and the nail must be introduced into the jar. Why a nail? Because a nail is all about strength, okay? I don't know if you guys are aware of, if you guys are aware about, you know, we work with different spirit guides, we work with different saints, and in the, steel is a representation of fire. Fire is a representation of power, of courage, of overcoming, of basically smashing competition or destroying your enemies. So again, we're going to be using the nail. Now, you don't have to introduce it, only if, again, if you feel that, lately everyone in your house has been struggling, or everyone in your family is doing amazing, and you kind of are starting to feel like there is some type of jealousy or people hating, whatever your reason is, and you want to make sure that you're not only protected, but that you are basically invisible to those that try to seek or look into your situation, whether it's through tarot cards, whether it's through spell work. So you use a nail, okay? Again, like I said, this is only if you fall in that category, then I would highly encourage you to use the nail, okay? So I will introduce it now. And again, make sure that when you're introducing it, you're stabbing the garlic head, okay? There we go. So that is done now. I will let them, obviously mine, I'm going to let steep for a good 3 months. It's going to be sitting in my beautiful altar. Now you guys can see how beautiful this looks, okay? And it's going to be sitting there for a good 3 months. Now for my friends, I will be letting it sit for a good month. Then I will be handing it over the nail. Make sure to introduce the nail, stabbing the garlic, letting it come through the garlic, okay? I'm not sure if you can see it here, because I did use 2. No, I don't know, you can't see it. But it is stabbed in there, and it goes all the way down here. Again, if you do this, I guarantee you guys, you will start to notice a lot of like residue negative energy start to go away from your home. If there is a lot of arguments, a lot of chaotic energy, or if you live with a lot of people and it's just very imbalanced. And again, like I said, a lot of arguments, misunderstandings. You will quickly start to see all of that start to disintegrate, all of that start to go away. It will be more harmonious. It will be, even people's health is going to improve. So again, do this. Now, I am going to tell you guys that once this is done, okay, once it has been sitting for 3 months, I then introduce it to a bottle, okay? We use bottles, and this is preference wise. You can leave it like this and it looks absolutely beautiful. And I'm sure you've probably seen in more than one person's kitchen a bottle or a jar, a mason jar, or something that is similar to this without even knowing what it is. But of course, I will either spice it up by making it look pretty, or I will introduce it into a wine bottle that we use. I like to use these a lot. I have a lot of these around my home, and they look like decoration. They look like they're cute or whatnot, but people don't really know. Most of them have very powerful ingredients, whether it's for abundance, prosperity, love, or protection, massive protection, okay? So again, you can do just the regular jar, or if you want people to not know exactly what it is that you have, you can put it in a wine bottle and let it sit by your kitchen, or let it sit by where most of your people gather. Preferably, I enjoy putting it in the kitchen, only because that's where we do all the cooking, we do all the talking, we do all the communication and all of that. So again, you can either do it, leave it by your kitchen, or leave it or put it in your living room. It doesn't really matter. It's all about preference, okay? So I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope you use it to the most, and do, again, like I said, everything with faith, and believe and trusting in yourself more than anything. I get thousands of emails always asking me that you guys did one of the spells and you guys are unsure of how it went or whatnot. I cannot speak for you guys or tell you why it's working or why it's not working, because I don't know. I'm not doing the spell work with you. I don't know the type of state of mind you were in. So make sure that whenever you're doing any type of spell work, before doing the spell work, make sure to ground yourself, make sure to focus yourself, make sure to put all of your intention into what you're doing, and you will get results, okay? So with that being said, I love you guys, and we'll see each other soon, okay? Bye.
Light, earth beneath us, soul in flight, songs of love.